pretty deep now.
Is there anything that you want to talk about?
I want to talk about.
You want people to know about?
I don't know if this story that I have about P. Diddy is the thing.
Oh, I love it.
You think it's something?
We didn't talk about it on the show, but you told us off the show.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. I mean, listen, this isn't alleged because it happened.
No. But there's nothing alleged about this.
Okay,
it is a legend.
clap. Hey, we are comedians. All right, go for it.
We're so lonely. So.
Fucking godless.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami, where P. Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. Mm-hmm. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Yep.
And I took a whole bunch of ecstasy, because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and, like, beautiful, like, ethnic models. Mm-hmm. Like, just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in, because
that's the big pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like, it's all like, my man is telling me that, like, every third person is some executive.
Mm-hmm.
Got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high end crowd.
Very high end, and there's no joke. There's maybe 100 people.
Okay.
I mean, it's
a serious.
I have no business being there.
Sure.
I'm in like like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker, like I am now
right.
at this exact moment.
Right.
And so, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom, and I can't find the bathroom, and I just kind of go down a flight of stairs, and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion, because most of it's going down by the pool, cabanas and stuff.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
we're getting serious.
So I get lost, and I'm in like just a maze of rooms. Now I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet, one's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking dungeon, every house.
So I open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men, and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about. And, kind of like very, like, kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but, like, conversationally spooning. Like, if you were spooning but facing each other and, like, leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like, how about this? Like, in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends and you're with your girlfriends.
Right, yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking, because that would be weird in public.
Fucking,
right.
Like, you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. Stuff like that.
Okay.
It was very, like...
regal lounging.
Very erotic.
Okay, all right.
Heavy erotic.
Yeah, like the drawings you would see of, like, old Greek hangouts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
or like a fat woman, like, laid on her side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude to an orgy.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. It was so prelude to an orgy.
So
I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time, because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in like direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know what that is.
Basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning, and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing it. They're like passing it back and forth.
And everyone's talking?
And everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like...
All men, though. There's not one woman in this room.
All men. And they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like, you could see Diddy's in like white linen being like, oh my God. Man. Like, rub ice on my nipples.
Right.
Like, oh, you're one of my best friends.
Right.
So the minute I make eye contact with him, like a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, get the fuck out. Because a lot of people turned and looked at me, because it was very unexpected that like a fat guy with an afro, like no shirt on, basically, like an open windbreaker, opened the door to like this, like...
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and getting ready for a gay orgy.
Oh, this guy. Oh, he looks like fucking Gene Shalit in. So, but I looked right at Puff Daddy, and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And we made direct eye contact. And I got kicked out of the room.
Sure.
So that was that.
Yeah, fast and obviously crazy. Fast forward.
So I was like, P. Diddy's clearly on ecstasy, and he's clearly gay. Yeah. So, fast forward, right? We're at a junket for a movie that he was in. Someone is interviewing him. I'm in the back as a friend of someone who was there. I'm all the way in the back. I'm behind a million publicists, a million people.
But you see him.
Well, he's being interviewed on the couch.
And you're thinking about it.
Oh, I'm thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah.
By the way, anyone I ever told the story to was like, oh, you're a liar.
I don't think you're a liar.
Everybody was like, you're a liar. Like, I'm sure something happened, and they knew I was on Star Island. Like, that was verified by the other person I was with.
Sure.
But people were like, you're a liar. You didn't see them sharing a glass of Hennessy. Like, you didn't see prelude to, like, an orgy. Like, this is bullshit. Like, you're being funny. Like, Fat Juice hilarious.
Sure.
So, a couple people said they believed me, but I think they were lying. So, he's being interviewed in the middle of the interview for this movie. I mean, I'm sure you can guess what movie it is. I think he was only in a movie.
Right. At least recently.
Yes. He literally stops the interview, and he points at me all the way in the back, and he goes, yo, you, my man. And everyone in the room turns around and looks at me, and he goes, where do I know you from?
Oh, no.
And then I go, Miami. And he goes, Oh, true. And we locked eyes again, and he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew that he knew that I knew.